Hello everybody, it's Cindy here with Dare to Be Artsy. I'm excited to be with you guys today to do our 3 cards and show you some fun artsy inspiration. So I'm just gonna make sure I can see your comments and make sure we're on, make sure you guys can hear me okay. So always a little bit of a delay. Awesome, I think it's good. Okay. All right, perfect. So give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me all right. Let me know that you're watching and where you're watching from. It's always fun to see where you guys are coming from. Hi, Lee. You see some of you are hopping on. That is great. So one thing I wanted to do for you guys this week, just to have something a little extra special is, oh, that's backwards. It's OOAK 10 at daretobeartsy.com for a 10% discount. So I just wanted to put that out there for you guys, and let's get started. Let's just jump right in. I know we have an hour and we've got 3 fun cards to do. So if you guys are crafting along with me, that's great. On your little instruction sheet, you can just sit back and relax and watch, and that's cool too. A lot of you will do that instead of trying to rush and do it at the same time. If you are going to follow along, I'm actually starting from the back. I wanted to do kind of the one that takes the most time, do that one first. So we are going to be doing the lemon one. There are still kits left. So if you have not gotten your kit, you can still purchase that while we have them made up still. So let's just jump right in and turn the camera around. It's always a trick to make sure you don't see the rest of my mess while I flip the camera. All right, I gotta zoom in. If I do it too far out, you see my messy space. That's never a good thing. Okay. All right, there, oh, look, there you see the discount. Perfect. Let's see if we've got enough space. I think so. We'll check, we'll make sure I can zoom back if we need to. All right, so the first one we're going to do is our lemon card. This one, you guys got the Ciao Bella stamp set. Okay. Screen went black and your voice disappeared. So let me know if we're back, if that was just one flash. Hopefully you guys can see me okay. Hello all. Give me a thumbs up if we're still good, if you guys can still see me. And that may have just been Penny's. Hopefully everybody else is good. So far I'm not seeing anybody else that can't see me, so that is good. What happened to your voice? Oh no. That's not good. All right. Let's see. Perfect for me. Can see you. Hard to hear. Let's just, let me know if I just talk up, if that's better. You're back. Okay. We got thumbs up. Hopefully we're good. I'll just speak up. I'm not sure what's happening. I can see and hear. All right. Your voice is fine also. Okay. Awesome. I'll just speak up just in case. Okay, we're starting with this card. You got the Ciao Bella stamp in your kit. If you got the bonus kit, you also got the die and the die that goes with our fun fold. So those are still available. That is the horizontal center step die. I'm going to teach you how to do this. So if you like what you see, you can still go ahead and purchase this after. So, but let's start with the lemon card first. So again, this is a stamp just called Lemon Twist. And I went ahead and gave you some pieces. You have a piece that you can fussy cut if you want to just cut those out while I'm working through this. This also has a die set, so I went ahead and cut stuff out because I like dies. Also, our dies are really nice and detailed. So just a little example, like on this one, if you're gonna fussy cut that, it would be hard to go inside the little cup. So I like our dies because they're extra detailed. So I just wanted to show you that part. All right, some of you You may have just this long piece of paper. And what we're going to do is you're going to score that. You're just going to score it in half. You could fold it in half. If you have your scoreboard, then this is at 4 1/4. So you're going to just score it in half and fold that down. So go ahead and do that if you're doing this along with me. All right. Okay. And then I see some of you are talking about Monday nights. Yes, Monday night, 7:30 Central, I go live, and I'm always showing, I love fun folds. I also show coloring tips. So join us there on Monday nights. So we have all of these fun pieces. So this card is going to, it's not a full card. What we're doing is building on top of a base. So here's our card base. You have this lemon piece. This is from our newest paper collection. So we're going to glue that on, actually we're going to be gluing that on here. So let's go ahead and do that first. And I'm using the glue press from my Sweet Petunias. I love it. We usually have this on our website. They are temporarily out. I mean, we can't get them right now, but keep checking back. It really is a nice little tool. Many of you probably already have one. So this is just going to go on the cover of this piece. Okay, then the next piece is the green piece. So we're not going to attach this to the base yet. You need your scoreboard out again. And we're just going to score this. This is 4 1/4 by 2 inches. And then we're going to score it, let's see, we're scoring it at half, is that half an inch? Green banner. I'm just going to score it about half an inch so I can trim it down after. Okay. And we're going to fold that in. Get rid of this again. This piece is going to glue to the back of this. So it's gluing on the back of this piece, and then we're going to make a little pennant and cut that down. So let's go ahead. I'm just putting glue right along this 1/2 inch part here. And again, you're going to keep this closed. Oops. And decide, you can decide where you want this to go depending on your image here, what you want to cover up or something. I'm going to keep it because I want to see some of that. So I'm going to do it right here, gluing it on the back of that piece. Okay, then that's going to open up like that. Then we're going to make a little banner. We're going to cut this out here. And I eyeball this. There's lots of different ways to do this. I usually make a cut, you know, you can measure it halfway in between. I just cut straight up, and then I go from the corner out and from the corner out. So now you've made your little banner, just like that. Okay, then you're going to take this little checkered piece. It's from the same collection, and we're going to cut it in half. And I did this so you see the squares are even. I'm going to cut right in the middle so you have that nice 3 rows that you see. Okay, so now we have 2 thin lines, panels, and before I glue this, I'm just kind of eyeballing, see where I'm going to be. Yes, you can take a ruler, but we're just going to measure right in the middle. We're going to go ahead and glue this one down. Since I'm using glue, I can wiggle it and move it if I need to. Otherwise, you can use, you know, your tape or score tape or something, but then you can't wiggle it and move it once it's in place. So Again, I kind of eyeball. You can measure. This is going to go there. Seam over just a little bit. There we go. Perfect. And then let's put these side panels on. This collection is the Ocean Getaway collection of papers, and I'll show you guys those. I like having this little bit of blue on either side. Just kind of creates this nice little stripe. So this is an A2 size card. So it's your typical size card, but by building it on the base, it just makes it a little bit more unique. And there's that. Okay, is everybody still good? Everybody can still hear me okay? Just want to keep an eye on that, make sure you guys are still with me. So now we're going to build up on the front, and we have a little sentiment. So I like you zest the way you are. So we're going to put this on here. And I'm just going to give it a nice even amount of space around that. Actually, I'm going to go slightly to the right a little bit. All right, then we have the lemon piece. All right, perfect. Thanks for letting me know you're still with me there. Okay, so I went ahead and die cut this, but you totally can fussy cut. But if you're die cutting, this is just a fun little thing I like to do. I cut one out with the die, and then I took just some scrap white paper, and this is just another one with the die, just plain. But by layering this makes this piece a little more like chipboard, like it gives it more weight. You could even add like 3 layers to this, and if you want it to be even thicker. So I'm just gonna put glue on there and drop this right on, and I can just wiggle it around until it feels like it's centered perfectly. Again, I could do another one of these and make it a little chunkier. It's a harder technique to do if you're just fussy cutting, because unless you glue your piece, your colored piece on to a couple layers and then fussy cut around, that's just gonna be a little bit harder. So that's why I love dies that match. Also, you may notice this lemon, this one that I did for you is colored in, stamped and colored, but you'll notice it matches the lemon on the paper. So our paper that coordinates, you can use the same die to cut that right out of the paper too. So just a fun little side note. And then we're gonna pop this up. And I can use foam tape on here, but because we added the little extra dimension, I don't even think it needs it. I love dimension, but I'm gonna put just glue in the middle because this is gonna hang over the edges. And I'm going to kind of tuck in the words just like that. So see how cute that looks? And you can see the extra dimension by layering that white. And then when we open it, we want another surprise, right? So we're going to just add, I went ahead, and this is a stamp on there. So I went ahead and stamped it on the yellow for you, and we're going to put that in the middle. So we open it up, and then we have hello. So, okay. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to drop this in right here. So it's hidden when it's closed, and you just open it up and you have that little extra surprise. Okay, then we're on the inside. Okay, so we have, this is more of the paper on the back of that. And I left it wide for you because I thought it was gonna be easier to center it and then trim it off. So we're gonna just add this as a nice little border. I love to have something on the inside of a card. you work so hard to get the outside of the card to look pretty that you don't want to open it up and have nothing there. So I'm just going to center that and then just take my scissors and trim it off. Here we go. So it's already coming together. Then we've got these pieces. Again, this would be another good one to go ahead and layer. You know, these two, I would add those extra white pieces if you can, if you've got the dies. Otherwise, let's just add this into the center here. I'll have this hanging off the top piece. Just like that. And we could add a sentiment. Well, yeah, you could add a sentiment to the inside, but this is, and then, yeah, we can go just put that down there. So there you go. You've got plenty of room to write a note, but it adds that extra little surprise. And it's an A2 size card, so that's great. All right, so we're moving along and we're ready to start the next card. So I hope you guys like that. Well, let me show you. Oh yeah, do we have any questions so far on this card? Anybody, any questions before we move on to the next one? Again, the image that I gave you guys is stamped and colored in, but you can cut the images right out of the paper too. In your kit, you guys got the big square pieces. I wanted to show you the whole paper line. So that is, that's what you guys got here. So everybody has a different square. Our paper is 12 by 12, but I gave you guys just a 6 by 6 collection, a little sample of it, but you can see that lemon is right here. So yeah, I hope you guys like the paper. It's been really fun to play with. Okay, so that is that card. And again, just let me know if you guys have questions about that. Let me show you just another couple cards using that lemon set. Glad you guys like the papers and the colors. Look at this. This is another very simple easel card. And this one is actually cut right out of the paper. And even the bow, I think, is a nice little accent, and that's just added on top. And then I use that as a border again. I love that paper with the squares. So that's another fun card. And then this is just another fun one using our Impossible Fold die. So we will do that in another one of our classes, I'm sure. All right, the next one we're going to do. Yes, thank you. You're talking about scrapbook papers. I'm going to show you guys a sample at the end of a scrapbook page using this paper collection. It's so fun. This is using your die that you guys got in your, if you end up getting the bonus kit. This little piece of orange, I went ahead and stamped "It's Your Day" on it. So we're going to use that. And then this one, I did not put in the little car because I thought you could either stamp it or die cut or fussy cut right out of this. So I'm just going to show you how I die cut this, because some of you may not know that our dies match the paper too. So I'm just going to take, I'm not going to cut that because I can die cut that or cut it out later. I'm just going to cut around some of this. I don't like to waste anything, so I'm sure I will use those bits another time. But for those of you that haven't seen how it works with our papers, I just wanted to give you guys a little show on how this works. So I'm just going to line this up. So again, if you want, you can stamp this and color it in, or you can go ahead and cut it right out of that paper. I know some of you are like, I don't want to cut the paper because you like the back too and don't want to waste it. But it's really nice when you don't feel like coloring or you want to do something kind of fast. So I'm just going to drop that on. that flower can be cut out of one of the dies too, somewhere in there. This was a fun paper collection to design. I'm kind of going to the Amalfi Coast and Santorini. It's kind of on my bucket list. So I think that's why I was so inspired to do this collection. Okay. So there's that. Again, I'm not going to throw this piece away because I'm sure I'll use that somewhere else. But now we have that piece. Then, while we are die cutting, I am going to, in our other kit, you guys also have this piece. So while we have the die cutting out and our dies, let's go ahead. You can fussy cut that, but I wanted to go ahead. Let's go ahead and just die cut this at the same time. Again, fussy cutting is fine, but with our little dies, see the little handle on the purse? That's going to cut that out. You can't really do that when you're fussy cutting. So these I colored for you, and okay, they're overlapping a little too much. You don't want your dies to overlap. Like if I were to put this on right now, the dies are going to overlap and you might bend your die. So don't try and do these all at the same time. I'm going to do the center one and then we'll come back and do the others. I know, I was not going to die cut all at the same time, but I'll just get them done. Again, you guys can fussy cut these if you don't have the dies. Okay. So you see that because we die cut, then you've got that little handle cut out too, which is really handy. So there's that one. Now we can do the other two at the same time. I love this one with the little coffee and croissant. Not a coffee drinker myself. But I can just pretend that's a hot chai tea or hot cocoa. Okay. Tape this down. And die cut these. All right, now we're done with this. All right, thank you. All right, now we have these pieces to finish out our cards. Here we go. All right, let me move our dies out of the way. Okay, now let's go back to this card. Get all of our pieces. We're doing good on time. Yes. Okay, perfect. Yay. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so you guys see these are called wobbles. I don't have these on. Oh, and if you're having a hard time with the bag, if you squish it like that, it's easier to open this. I put in two because you can either use one for each card or save one for later. So I just got those on Amazon, called wobbles. All right, I'm gonna walk this through as if it was not folded. So this die, you just need half of an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. What's great is on the back, it shows you exactly where to position the die. And it is gonna give you the score lines and the cut lines. This is one of my favorite dies. Again, pretend it's totally flat. I want to walk this through because sometimes when you first fold it, it's a little bit complicated. If you have your cut lines at the bottom, I've started at the top. And with these two little lines here, you do not want that to fold all the way across. So you put your fingers behind there and you pinch. Just pinch it a little bit and you're going to make a mountain. Then you slide your finger under the next one and you pinch a little bit. So you've now made another mountain. Then you go down to the middle one here. You don't want anything to fold all the way across. You're just going to push and make it a valley. And then the bottom two, you pinch and make another mountain. Once it's started, then you can start at the top and start to squish it a little more. Then I like to put it on my table and squish down, make sure that everything is flat on the edges, and you've got the perfect stand-up card. Again, I wanted to show you, if you haven't done your own, just to walk you through how you fold it. All right, with this, and then what I did, this die has all kinds of goodies in it, so to decorate the side panels and stuff. But you guys have this piece here, and I cut it to the width of that back panel. What's kind of fun to do is slide it through, and we're gonna attach it to the side panels. So when we get down to the end, oh, here's one. Here's another card using that same format, and you'll notice these side panels are the dies that come with the set. So if you want to have it a little more open feel, you just decorate it with the side dies. But you're gonna see how fun this is to have it go all the way through the back. So I'm gonna start and just put some glue on one half. Yeah, when I first started designing paper, I actually had a friend of mine that designed fabric, and I saw her fabric and thought it was so pretty that it would make great scrapbook paper. So I worked with her initially, and then so she would help design the paper, and then I would pull the images out to make the stamps to go with it. So that's where we began. Yeah, so the dies, when you buy the dies, so all of my collections, all of my paper collections have stamps and dies that coordinate. Not all of my stamps have paper, but if I have a paper line, you can look it up in collections, and there's going to be stamps and dies that match. It takes a little bit longer to design that way, but I just love the extra benefit. Okay, so now you see, now when you look to the side, look, you can see those flowers all the way through the back. This die also comes with these pieces, and you can use these on a regular standard card. I mean, you don't have to always make this card to go with it. Okay, I think we're doing good still. Okay. All right, I like this side too. This is that Santorini. If you look real carefully, these words do say something. Sometimes when you see textured words on paper, it's just, you know, it never actually reads, but this is all, you actually could read this. If I had my glasses, I'd read it to you, but I don't have my glasses on. Okay, then we're gonna put, I like to put this bar down on the bottom first, because it'll help me center that square piece. There is a die for this as well, but I wanted this color to go all the way to the edge, so I just cut it to bleed all the way across. Here's the one on this one is using the die. So see how it has a nice white all the way around? So you do have a die if you want it. I just used the strip because I wanted it to go all the way to the edge. All right, now I can place this on here. I love the little detail around, the little lacy detail here. Okay. Just drop that in. There we go. All right, let's make a little banner again. I'm gonna use my smaller scissors for this one. Again, I just go straight up the middle, go from the outside in, and the outside in. And that makes a pretty easy banner. Let's pop this up if I have some foam tape. That will work. Good. All right, we're doing good on time. I tend to talk fast. So let me know if you guys have any questions so far. I know I'm kind of zipping through this. I've got some samples I can show you as we're getting through this. All right, be sure, I'm gonna have this hang over the edge. So, and I'm just gonna have it kind of angled. Just double check that I didn't go too far. Yeah, you don't want that to stick. All right, then we've got our little card. You could do this totally flat. You could also use the die and cut more white pieces and layer it up. But this is where I thought it would be fun to use our little wobbly thing. So we're gonna put this on here. Let's use my scissors. And here we go. Ah! Gotta peel, it's got sticky on both sides. All right, I'm gonna have it kind of go in here. I just thought it would look like she's driving along. And remember our Monday nights, if you guys want some tips on coloring, I really do some instructions on coloring for beginners a lot of times. So, all right, so then you just figure out where you're gonna put this, and I'm gonna have her kind of wiggling down here. Look at that, isn't that cute? I think that makes it really fun. All right, then on the inside, you can definitely add a little stamped image. And then let's go ahead and add this to the inside and the bottom. So we can use the other, let's put a purse on here. And I think I'll pop that up as well. Love the extra dimension. So Misty was looking for the hide and seek die. We will be getting that in again. It's probably going to be about 4 weeks before we actually have that back in stock. Yeah, I love the kind of fun folds and interactive dies. There you go. I love, and then here, that's just popped up there. I think that looks good. I know the wobblers are kind of a fun extra little added touch. You can get a whole bag of them really cheap on Amazon. And then that down in the corner. Again, when you have a little card, you spend all that time on the front, you definitely want something on the inside. The stamped, the other images, if we wanted to, we could stamp on the inside, like savor every sunrise, hello, all of those. I think that looks great. So let's go ahead and move on to the next card. We're moving right along. This is great. Okay, for this one, this is a little gift card holder. It doesn't have to be. You could totally do this flat, but I wanted to show you how to do a gift card because everybody loves a gift card. So let's get your pieces out. I already colored this up for you too, but you can stamp it if you want. You can stamp and color it yourself. And then this is an A2 size card also. We trimmed it down. I wanted it to be a short fold. And this just makes me think of kind of a fun road, pink road. So that's what we're creating on the bottom here. So what's kind of fun, you already have some wiggle lines. So you literally can you can follow along just along one of those white lines, and you can kind of turn around, see which one you like. Or if you want to just do your own, not even follow a line, you can do that too. The key to this is we don't want the pocket to be too short, because this is where that top is going to come. We want it to be pink all the way up beyond that. So let's see. Oh, good. Penny likes those dies. The dies are really handy. I know. Okay, so I'm going to, I like this curve, but that might be a little bit short. So I'm going to kind of follow along. I'm not going to follow the white. I'm going to go ahead. If I take bigger scissors, I can create a smoother line. So I'm going to follow that, but I'm going to do my own cutting. And again, if I've got smaller scissors, it's a more zigzag. I mean, it's kind of not as smooth. The other thing that we do have are border dies. So you could easily take our border dies and use that. Our border dies have an inside-outside stitch to it, or a pierce. So it makes a really nice clean cut. So you definitely can use our border dies as well. And I have a couple different ones on there. Now remember, we want this to be a gift card holder. So we want to only attach it on 3 sides. This is when I like to use score tape. So there's like red line tape. This is like a score tape. So I'm going to put this on the bottom. And then the sides.
Do you have it on your website?
I don't have score tape. Good question. I don't have score tape on our website, but you can get that in a lot of places. One of the other vendors. Do any of you guys know one of the other vendors showing today? May carry score tape, so you feel free to share that in the group. And just peel this off. I start throwing tape everywhere. Okay. All right, so this is just going to go down here. Kind of working from the inside, working backwards on this card. Oops. Don't put it down too soon. It's going to go get off kilter here. All right, there we go. So look how easy it is to put your Dare to Be Artsy gift card in there, or business card. And then let's add some little, well, let's go ahead and finish the front. I'm working backwards. Okay, this is kind of our sky. So we're going to go ahead and glue this down. I love this paper. Feel free to use the other side if you want. All right, any questions as I'm going along here? Oh, good, Craft Fancy has score tape. Awesome, thanks, Lee. Okay. There we go. All right, so there's our base. Now you guys have your cloud. Some of them might be a little wider or thinner. Feel free to cut it down if you want it a little bit lower. But before we do that, let's stamp our sentiment on here. So we're stamping Ciao Bella. Okay. And so I'm going to drop this into my Misty. Up here, get that out of the way. The top corner. Put the magnet down, hold it in place. And again, you can trim your clouds down if you want, angle it a little more if you want to. And I'm just gonna stamp it right in there. Always put my magnet up close to the top. Pick this up. Make sure it stays in the corner. I'm using our Dare to Be Artsy ink. My black and brown inks are hybrid. They are, they're a permanent ink, and you can use them with watercolor, my alcohol markers. We carry Olo markers. work with your Copics and they won't bleed. So I love my black and brown. There we go. I'm going to hit it twice. Look at that. Perfect. It's a really nice crisp black. I would normally clean this off, but I'm just going to slide it over here. I just use baby wipes, or yeah, I usually use baby wipes to clean it off. Okay. Or just soap and water, or just water. Okay, let's move this out of the way. Here we go. All right, back to our card. All right, let's go ahead. Again, I love dimension, so we're gonna go ahead and pop the clouds up also. So I am going to grab, let's see, I'm just gonna grab this pack of foam tape. My other one is, okay. So let's put some of these on the back here. So you were asking about what I just stamped with, and that is the Misty. So Christine asked about this. This is a stamp platform. This is from My Sweet Petunia. We have them in our store on our website right now, but this is a smaller one. You're just gonna, it's changed my life. Many of you can probably give a heart if you guys have a stamp platform. This is the original one. You can't mess up when you're stamping with one of these. But if you're gonna get one, this is the smaller one. I've got a bunch of different ones. These are my favorite, but this is the original size. It's the bigger one. And if you're going to, if you're gonna only have one, or at least have your first one, use the bigger size. This is 6.5 by 8.5. And yeah, you guys definitely need, it's a must. I think everybody will agree. I don't think I've talked to anybody, I know I haven't talked to anybody that has said, oh, I wish I didn't get that. No, everybody needs one. Also, when you're stamping on, if you're using clear stamps, like our photopolymer stamps, you always want to stamp on something that has a little bit of give to it, a little squishy, like not a solid surface. And so with the Misty, the one from My Sweet Petunia, it already has a pad in it. And that's what I like, because you're going to stamp with clear stamps, it just works better. So that's my 2 cents on that. So these little foam dots, maybe a little thicker than what I usually do on a piece like this, but that's all right. I'm going right up to the edge. Really makes that cloud stand out. Okay. Then, of course, we're going to want this to wiggle again, right? And I want this to hang over the edge so it looks like it's driving on this pink road. So I'm going to put it, I'm going to figure out where I want this. My other scissors out here. And
They're saying that the game changer, the platform is a game changer.
yeah, many of you are saying the stamp platform is a game changer. Again, the Misty is my favorite. There are some other ones out there, but when you're looking to do one, oh, just FYI, when I'm putting it on the base first, actually I could, yeah, it doesn't really matter, but if I put this down too low, the car kind of wobbles funny. I'm going to put it up a little on the higher side. I think that's going to work. Okay. And if you guys are watching me Monday nights, we're on Facebook, but now Facebook has kind of, made some changes a little bit. So we're now on YouTube also. It should be in both places, but I'm watching the comments more on the Facebook side of it. Look at that. Cute. There she is. Okay, and then let's go ahead. You guys also have this, the enamel dots they included in your kit. And I just think this would be really cute. I'm gonna do the red one to add this little heart to the end of the word. That. Then when we open it up, we definitely have to have something else on the inside. So I thought this would be a nice little addition. And then I'm gonna share some other samples with you. We have been moving right along, speeding right along. I talk fast. Okay, Misty, if you're missing something, Misty, just let me know if you're missing something out of your kit or if I've just gone too fast. I'm sorry, I know they will record this so you can go back. I'm a fast talker. Slow down. And then you've added this. So here we have our gift card holder with our little wiggly thing, our little wiggly card. And I love that extra dimension. And then the other thing that's really cute with this is the bow. Let's do bow. So this, you can fussy cut this, but this is another really cute addition. So the bow that cuts out the stamped image also cuts this one out.
Show them again because you're real fast on that.
Yeah, so we're gonna cut. So I'm cutting around the bow. You don't have to, but I don't want to waste anything that I know I can use later. So I'm just giving it a little wider space. The die is gonna cut on this, so we're gonna cut this out. And again, the stamp, show me the stamp. Grab the stamp set.
Somebody asked about the dots.
Oh, okay, hold on. So here's the bow in the stamp set. These are the enamel dots. So you guys should have this pack in your kit. And are those enamel dots? Yes, these are 2bArtzy brand. So, yes, and we have a couple other versions of that as well on our website. All right, so I'm going to tape this down. You're going to love how this bow looks on this car. Okay.
Christy asked about the glue gun.
Yeah, so the glue gun is the, it's also by My Sweet Petunia, which is who does the Misty. And then again, we usually have that on our website. We are just out temporarily. Okay, so I'm just going to drop this in and die cut this. Again, I love the fact that this will cut out the paper. Oh, I'm glad you like the font that I use. Thank you. All right, look at this. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay. There we go. And then look how cute this. I think we have to pop it. I pop everything. But this tape is just, this is just Scotch brand foam tape. Okay. So we're doing good on time.
Are you done?
Yeah, thanks. All right, I love this bow on the back of the car. Look at this, right here. Look at that. I just think that really adds to that. So let me show you, I want to show you a couple more samples. We have, let's look at our 3 cards again, and then we'll go to the samples. So you guys have your lemon card. And then the center step. And then the gift card holder. So there's our cards. Don't forget, this is the code if you want 10% off. And then I want to show you a couple more things. Look at this, is so you don't have to use the car all the time. I think this makes just a cute little card for a friend. I think that's really cute. And then I wanted to share this scrapbook layout. I thought that was a really fun page layout. I don't know how many of you guys do scrapbooking as well, but when I do a scrapbook page, I like to do maybe like make little kind of clusters. Oh, so the glue, oh, she was asking about the glue gun again.
Christina.
This, Christina, so this is, it's the My Sweet Petunia, it's the glue press. So it's, you know, this little lid, you know, holds on and you can squeeze this. It's just, you can, when you're using normal glue, you are going to have to put the pin in it all the time because otherwise it dries out. And by using this, I've left this out for 3 days and I can pick it up and start gluing again. So just a little, it's really fun. Again, yeah.
Penny loves the scrapbook page.
Oh, good. You like the scrapbook page. This is, so all of the pieces on here are just little squares. I literally took that paper and this is 3 by 3 inch squares and just angled them. And then these are images cut right out of the paper. This is stamped, made a little tag. Look at the card down here. This is stamped and colored in. And yeah, so definitely this whole collection I am just having a blast with. And then let me see, what else did I want to share with you real quick. This is another simple format. I use that curvy die and it's, you know, it's kind of the same look, but a little simple, you know, simplified, and it's not a gift card holder. So I just did that instead. So again, it gives you an option. Yeah, thank you, Laura Lee. About, yeah, I love, when I design, I like to scrapbook and make cards. So my goal is to design product that can be used on for both. The other thing I want to show you, I did not do a second page. You could, I mean, this would continue on. I just didn't have time to do another page, but that's so, but yes, you can. And then this, again, just kind of showing off what this paper is. It's called, you know, Ocean Getaway or Coastal Getaway is the collection. And this is just a little mini album that is fun. Look how nice these papers go together. That's why I love this collection. You can buy the paper in a variety pack of paper or 15 of each individual paper. But I just think it goes so well together. And there's 6 stamps in the collection that are all part of this line. And the lemon one that you guys are using, this set here is part of our Artzy Clubhouse. It's called, well, it's called Artzy Clubhouse. It's our Stamp of the Month Club. So we've started this about a year ago, and I think everybody's really enjoying the Clubhouse. So on our website, at the top of the website, you can look at the top and it'll give you an idea. You could do stamp only or stamp and die. So this is one of the ones. Actually, in this whole collection, 3 of the collection are part of the Stamp of the Month Club. So I really try and give you guys versatility in that club, and it's been really fun. In the club, we also do a workshop at the end of the month where I design, you know, with you guys, like 3 or 4 cards, and there's always fun folds and there's always coloring tips. So when you get a stamp, like this is the one we got, and actually these are cards we did in that Clubhouse workshop. So at the end of the month, I show you some fun folds and coloring tips on how to make cards. So again, check out the Artzy Clubhouse Stamp of the Month Club. You get basically a class in it. Oh, good. So yeah, I'm glad you like the card making and scrapbooking part of it, because I really do like to do both. Also some mixed media, so I try and share multiple things with you guys. So I'm trying to think, do you guys have any questions about the paper, the stamps, the Clubhouse? Don't forget the discount code and the Misty
The glue gun.
of the glue gun. Yeah, so we've got the glue gun. Again, check that out. We will be getting that in again soon. Good, Lee likes the Clubhouse. It really has been fun. We also do a Zoom call. We're doing it quarterly now, so we just had a Zoom call this week where I got to kind of give them a sneak peek of what's coming next and stuff. And let's see. Oh, so yeah, adding ephemeral. Yeah, I haven't done that yet, but yeah. Oh, and then how did I bind the book? This is called, I use the cinch machine. You can do bigger or littler things. It's punch. It's called cinch, C-I-N-C-H. And that's how I did my, and what was fun is I was able to take just a bunch of my scrap paper and just start folding it in different ways. I use my dies to make a page, to make short pages and stuff. So we'll probably be doing one of those on one of our Monday night lives, where I show you kind of how to make that kind of a deal. And I think we're kind of wrapping it up. Yeah, so check out the website and for more stuff. You can look it up by collection, or this new collection is in the What's New section on the website. And I think we're good. So again, thanks again for hanging in there with me today. And it was fun to be here and do this with you guys. What is the cover made out of? From our the little mini albums, I use chipboard. You know, you don't even have to buy chipboard. Usually it comes out of boxes and scraps that you can cut up. But it's just chipboard, then wrapped around with the paper to create the hardbound outsides. So again, look at that collection. I think the papers are great together. Again, we still have some of these kits left for the cards, so feel free to jump on there and buy those. I can't do the discount on the card kits, but you can do the discount on everything else, so don't forget that. And I think that's it for you guys. You guys have a great week. Find time for yourself to get artsy, and we'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye-bye.